So I'm literally blown away that nobody's talking about this gaming ecosystem that we're going to be covering today. I feel like this is one of those hidden gems in the rough, and I feel like this game and gaming ecosystem is going to be one of those things that literally brings in millions and millions of people and could quite literally be that breakthrough that we need in Web3 gaming. All of that and more. Welcome to Crypto Cash Flow. If this is your first time here, we talk about all things crypto, gaming, and how you can get ahead in cryptocurrency and start creating long-term wealth for yourself. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. I'm going to flip the screen on over, and today we're going to be talking about Gunzilla Games. Now, if you're not familiar with Gunzilla Games, they are the developers behind the game Play Off of the Grid, and you probably don't know what that is either. We're going to jump into that in just a moment too. And they are also developing their own blockchain called GUNZ, so Guns by Guns. So Gunzilla right now has 3 different products that they're working on right now. As far as I know of, one, their main game that they're working on is Play Off of the Grid, which is a third-person shooter. They're also working on Technocore, which is a game that we're going to be talking about in just a moment also, which is their free-to-play mobile game that you can get access to right now on the Apple or Google Play Store. I was about to say Android store. I'm not an Android user, y'all. I got an iPhone. Don't hate me, all right? And then their third project right here, which is their gaming blockchain, which is called Guns by Guns. This is the official account for GUNZ, the first ever blockchain in a AAA game that puts players first. And we're going to dive into all of that and more. Now let's jump into the game that Gunzilla Games is actually developing and maybe look at some of the gameplay as well. We had Dr. Disrespect and some other streamers that were actually able to get access to this game, and we're going to see how fluid this thing looks in just a moment. But let's look over here at their Twitter. Teardrop Island desperately needs a savior. Too bad it got you instead. Damn, that's harsh. All right, Cyberpunk free-to-play battle royale coming to PS5, Xbox, and PC. And I think that is massive right there. Having it on the PS5, having it on the Xbox, having it on the PC. Why? Because we get to show all these people who don't like blockchain gaming or may not even know what NFT gaming or Web3 gaming, however you want to define it, is, and they're going to be interacting with blockchain technology without even knowing it, right? Just like you're in Fortnite interacting with the V-Bucks and buying skins and buying all these different things, you're interacting with Epic Games, right? The only difference here is you're going to be interacting with the blockchain if you want to, right? And I think that was the most important part of this right here, where we come over here to GUNZ, and their title here says the first AAA game that puts players first. Now, what does that mean? That means inside of their game, Play Off of the Grid, that you're going to have the option to mint NFTs inside of the game. You don't have to mint NFTs. You can go through the game and play regularly like you would Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever the case may be, but you will have the option to own digital assets inside of that game. Now, speaking about these digital assets, I do want to jump over here to their GUNZ Twitter and just talk about Technocore, because right now this is the only way that you can gain exposure to Play Off of the Grid. Now, for all of you all who have been in crypto for some time, who have been in NFTs for quite some time, you know that hype period in the beginning is at its highest when these things start releasing, right? So right now you can get these NFTs on their testnet by playing Technocore. This is an extraction game, and basically you just go get the main goal and you bring it back, and then you earn different rewards for that. You can find these hexes inside of the game that you are able to decode and then get different NFT items inside of there. I wish I was actually able to show you. Maybe I am real quick inside of my GUNZ wallet. I will be able to show you some of the items that you would be able to get. Now, that may not be too clear of a picture, but all these NFTs right here are basically going to transfer over into their mainnet, where I will have the option of using these NFTs inside of the game, or I can use these NFTs and sell them on the secondary marketplace. And I'll tell you that my strategy right now is to sell some of these and also use some of them inside of the game, because I would like to get some profit from the time and energy that I am putting into it. And I believe that's just one of the rewards for finding these hidden gems and just being early to this opportunity. Now, because it is a mobile game, if you're not into that thing, you don't have to interact with it. That's just one of the ways that you can get exposure to it. Another way that you can get exposure that's actually not available to the public is that they're selling like these NFT validators in the background. I believe there's going to be like 10,000 NFTs or something that's going to validate different transactions on their blockchain as people are decoding hexes, getting items, minting NFTs. I believe that the NFT validators are going to receive gun rewards for that, GUNZ being their native token. So make sure you check that out, y'all. I believe that that's one of those things you should absolutely not sleep on. I have quite a few NFTs inside of the game, and I took like an hour or so a day, maybe not even that, maybe every other day or throughout the week, and just play the game and then just build up your assets inside of there. Now, could this absolutely be a dud? Could you be playing this Technocore game and these NFTs just not be worth what you think inside of your head? That could absolutely be an option, but I believe that they're going to be worth something. People are going to want the best items inside of that game initially, so that way they can advance, and that's where we get to come in as the market makers, right? Having that initial flow of NFTs and be able to put that on the marketplace. So thought I would just bring that up. Make sure you go check that out, and let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. Now, coming over here over to the Gunzilla website, it looks super clean, y'all. Like, this is one of the cleanest websites and most put together teams that I have seen out here. I'm not going to read over all this, but I just wanted to give you a glance of the leadership and the people behind this, how they're structuring themselves. They look super branded, very nice. It looks like Godzilla colors, kind of like reminding me, giving me that kind of vibe, right? Gunzilla, Godzilla. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of relation there. But these are all their team members, so I'm not going to be able to give you, insights as to like who all these different people are. You can definitely go and click on them and go do your research and look at their credentials and all that good stuff. If you click on their pictures, they'll show you like where they've come from. Now, I have an article up here that I just want to read off, and I'm just going to read this portion right here. I'm just going to read this whole thing, so just bear with me. But I want to read this because I want you all to know the caliber of people behind this project and what they're bringing to the table, that these people are building a game that have experience, they know what they're doing, and they're bringing a product to the marketplace that looks like it's going to be a sure thing. So we won't know until everything launches, but let's read this off here. Founded in 2020, Gunzilla Games is the independent AAA video game developer and publisher behind the free-to-play game Technocore. The game refers blockchain GUNZ and the upcoming next-gen battle royale Off the Grid in the 3 metropolitan locations, Frankfurt, Germany, Kyiv, Ukraine, and London, UK. The company is helmed by CEO Vlad Korolov and the CSO Alexander Zoll. Gunzilla is built on the desire to innovate and push the limits of the games industry. If the founders are watching this, by the way, apologies if I said your names wrong. I would definitely get it correct in the future. Gunzilla's formidable team of the talent comes from a variety of industry-leading studios and publishers, Ubisoft, Electronic Arts, which is EA, THQ, etc., as well as Oscar-nominated screenwriter and director and producer Neil Blomkamp, chief visionary officer and the author of the Altered Carbon series. And if you've seen Altered Carbon or have interacted with that series or watched it like on Netflix at all, you will know it's very intrinsic and it's really good. So we know that we have people with experience behind this who are absolutely crushing it. So I'm going to read this last bit here. The Gunzilla leadership team includes well-known industry professionals like Tim I'm gonna just go through this. So he's worked on Far Cry, Warface, Crisis. We also have some EA Sports and NHL series experience, Need for Speed franchise experience, Space Hawk, and so many other things. The Last of Us, Uncharted 3, Star Wars. So what I'm saying, guys, is these people know what they're doing. They're building something that they have touched before. They have experience in this. They know what they should put in it. They know what they shouldn't put in it. They have market experience. So looking out here, they're saying, okay, this didn't work. That didn't work. Let's do better in our game. These are all the things that we should put over here, okay? So make sure you go on their website. Definitely do some research about that. And this is the Off of the Grid website right here. Actually, you can see that this thing looks immaculate, absolutely clean. This is one of the characters that you will be playing inside of there. Dudes flying around like Superman and landing like in a superhero pose. Like, what's going on? I'm trying to do that, bro. I'm trying to get in this game and do that. Now, I'm going to watch this trailer. Let's see what we got here. And I'm not going to play any sound because I'm pretty sure it's like pretty loud. Actually, let's not do that. I'm going to watch this one right here and just go through it and not play any noise or anything like that. Let's see if I can get to like some actual action. I think they're all like on a campaign mission right now. But just look at the detail in this game, y'all. Look at the detail in this. Like, look at the buildings, look at the signs, look at the distortions, the kills, the tank, the numbers, the tires, the guns, the way the bullets are shooting, the accuracy. You can tell that this has been very well thought out, all the way down to the cybernetics, like on their different bodies and parts, like their arms and their legs. Like, look how realistic that looks. Like, this is a game that I would honestly sit here and play it for quite some time. Now let's see what Dr. Disrespect is doing. Looks like he's setting up some traps here. Looks like he might be expecting, oh, he is expecting somebody to come around that corner. He just took them out the freaking game. Oh my gosh. So these NFTs right here, I mean, not these NFTs, but these items that are popping up on the ground, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get these in the game and then mint those into NFTs if you want to, right? That is where the digital asset ownership side of things come into play. Now, we're not going to watch that whole thing, but I believe that this is one of those really massively overlooked opportunities right now that nobody's paying attention to. Their token isn't out yet. Their NFTs are not out. I don't believe that they're going to have a public sale for NFTs. So that's why I said the Technocore game is the only way that you can get exposure to this right now until the game comes out. Because when the game comes out, then you'll be able to get the hexes and then decode those hexes and then get those different NFTs. But they're releasing all these different seasons inside of Technocore now. It's just a no-brainer for me to play this game every season, get these items, and be the first to market when this thing actually launches. Because the way that this thing works, y'all, is that there may not be a lot of hype right here, right now. But historically, when projects actually launch and get their product out there is when everybody starts going crazy, trying to figure out how to get into this opportunity. It's kind of like crypto, right? When retail comes into crypto and just starts buying it up at the top, like because the news and media is starting to tell them what to do. We don't want that. We want to be early. We want to be buying in these bear markets, paying attention when things are really not as live and not as hype. And this is how we capitalize on these opportunities, y'all. So it may not seem like much right now, but I believe that these NFTs are going to be worth quite a bit. I believe that this game is going to absolutely blow it out of the water. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we have for that one, y'all. We did also most recently, and let me go ahead and pull this up on the screen real quick, open up our Crypto Castle Discord. So I'm going to put that inside of the pinned comments. And anybody can go ahead and join on in here. If you go over to cryptocastro.com/Discord, we have our Discord set up. We're building this thing out, have quite a few people inside of here. So this is where we're going to be posting news, updates, airdrops, alpha, anything related to crypto gaming. And also not just us, but it's also just a good place for us all to know each other, meet each other, share alpha, and help each other advance through this space. So make sure you go over and join the Crypto Castro Discord. It'll be in the pinned comments below, or you can go to cryptocastro.com/Discord. So with that said, let us know. What do you think about Gunzilla? What do you think about play off the grid? And are you going to play Technocore? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.